Very exciting things are happening at Monos. I am so beyond happy that Monos has finally given us expandable luggage. Yeah! Because I love to shop on a trip. And when I do that, I just need a little bit more space for the way home. Monos has always been one of my top carry-on brands, but I've always been a little bit disappointed that they didn't expand. But now they're kind of brought up to a whole new level. What I want to do today is go over the bags as usual, but then the most important thing that I want to do is pack the original carry-on and carry-on pro, the ones that don't expand, and then transfer everything from that bag into their expandable version, and then put even more stuff in there just to really see the difference as to what we can pack and what we can cram in there to expand it. And as you guys know, I am a Monos brand ambassador, which simply means Monos sends me bags to review, and then I put them on the internet for you to enjoy. Are you subscribed? Here on this channel, I review travel essentials, but I also give carry-on packing tips, general travel tips, and I show you guys my trips. I have now been to 101 countries, all 7 continents, and I've done it in a carry-on bag. I travel often and pack well and want to help you do the same. So are you ready to see the expandables? This is the expandable carry-on in ocean blue, and this is the expandable carry-on pro in midnight black. Now I chose these 2 colors because, well, they only come in black, blue, and storm gray. And I'm definitely going to need some more colors in the future. The price for the expandable carry-on is $305, whereas the price for the expandable carry-on pro is $345. They also have a medium check-in bag that is expandable for $375, and same deal, only the 3 colors. So as of right now, they don't have any of the plus size carry-ons or the large checked bags, just the 3 I told you about today. But you never know, maybe they'll expand the line and maybe they'll expand the colors. So the first thing I'm going to do is give you guys a little tour of the bags. If you are familiar with Monos bags, then you kind of know everything, and I'm going to kind of rapid fire go through all of the details. And if you're not super familiar and want a more in-depth look, I have an entire Monos playlist here on the channel, and you can check out all of those. So the outside shell is made out of a water-resistant aerospace grade polycarbonate, and it's made from partially recycled materials. You have these horizontal lines about halfway up, and you do have the Monos circle logo on the front. They have wonderful 360-degree spinner wheels, and I have loved being able to use these through the airport and even on carpet. An adjustable telescopic handle that does 4 different heights. A flexible handle on the side and on the top. A TSA lock. And YKK reverse coil zippers. As for the inside, we have the compression side with 2 vertical buckles, a removable compression pad that has 2 zippers to create a flat pocket, all of this packing space, and this extra little bag. And honestly, you guys, out of every single suitcase I have ever reviewed, this is the best compression on the market. And then on this side, we have a zipper and a zippered pocket. Once opened up, you have all of this packing space. And the lining is antimicrobial and is made out of 100% recycled polyester. And then they have these beautiful vegan leather details on the strap and on the logo right here. And it comes with a vegan leather luggage tag, a laundry bag, and 2 shoe bags. And then with the carry-on pro, you have this outside pocket that's made out of the same great polycarbonate material. You're just gonna unzip it, and you have this whole pocket inside to be able to hold up to a 16-inch laptop, tablet, Kindle, or anything else that you need easy access to, so you don't have to open up your entire carry-on. Now, anytime I talk about a carry-on pro, I always have to give my little PSA real quick. If you have your laptop or anything of value in here and the gate agent makes you check your bag under the plane, you're gonna wanna take anything out of here that is of value. Also, you are going to lack a little bit of packing space on this side of the suitcase simply because you're given the depth in this pocket. So do be aware of that. These zippers do not lock into the TSA lock, but you can always slip a little travel lock on there if you're worried about people taking anything in this pocket that is of value. So what I want to do is measure these bags before they're expanded, the length, width, and the depth. Adding that extra zipper is going to give that much more space in the depth, and that could really make the linear inches a little bit too big for some certain airlines. So let's start with the expandable carry-on. I'm going to assume that the height and the width is going to be the same as on the regular. And yep, that's about right, because the luggage is about 21, but once you add the handle, it's about 21.5. And yeah, the width of the bag is about 13.5, but once you add that handle on the sides, it becomes about 14. So let's measure the depth. Because when you look here, you can see this extra zipper, and that's at least a 1/2 inch. But this one seems to be about 9 1/4, not quite 9 1/2. So I think that that could be okay. Now, of course, we need to measure it while expanded, but I'm gonna need to do that when it's actually packed. So let's go check in with future Lauren from later in this video. Future Lauren here, we are all packed, so let's measure the depth now that we can really see the expansion. It is just over 11.5. Mono says 11.6, and I'm going to go ahead and agree with them. Now let's measure the Expandable Carry-On Pro. So again, I'm sure the height and everything is going to be the same. Yep, 21.5. The width, including the handle, is going to be 14. And the depth on this one, of course, has to include the outer pocket here and that expandable zipper. And that's measuring at about 9 3/4, not quite 10 inches. And of course, let's again check in with future Lauren once she has expanded this bag, and we will measure the depth then. Future Lauren here, let's measure the depth. And boy, is it fully packed. Even the outside pocket is fully packed, including the outside pocket, and fully expanded. It's actually measuring at about 12 inches deep. As for the weight, I did weigh these off camera right before we started once I emptied everything out of it, and the carry-on was 7.34 pounds, which was actually lighter than advertised. And the Expandable Carry-On Pro weighed in at 8.6 pounds, which is exactly as advertised. And I'm sure you're wondering about volume, because of course you are. The Expandable Carry-On, when it's not expanded, can hold 46.4 liters. And when it's expanded, it can hold 53. And the Expandable Pro can hold 47.4 liters, but when it's expanded, it can hold 54.2. So now we are getting to the comparison part of the video. And before I start packing these bags, what I want to do is put the original bag up against its expandable version, just to give you guys a visual of what the size difference looks like. This is the carry-on and this is the expandable carry-on. They look exactly the same in terms of height, in terms of width, but their depth is what's different. When I lay these down like this is when you can really see that height difference here. And then here is the regular Carry-On Pro up against the expandable. You have the height difference, which is nothing. The width is the same as well, but then let's put the depth down again, and you can definitely see the difference on this one. So what I'm going to do for my packing examples, I'm going to pack these original bags, the original carry-on and the original Carry-On Pro, the ones that don't expand. And then I want to take everything that is inside of here and transfer it into the expandable version when it's not expanded to do that test. And then we're going to put even more stuff in there and expand it to really show how much more it can hold. Okay, so this is the regular carry-on. I'm going to pack it real quick. I'm going to put a flat iron down here in between the grooves of the handles, and then I'm going to use 4 different Monos packing cubes. I wouldn't normally use 4 packing cubes, but I'm doing this to prove a point. 1 here, and then again, I wouldn't really ever do this, but I am going to put 2 other packing cubes here. It looks like it's a lot, but because of this magnificent compression, it's going to be okay. Buckle that in, fold it down, and compress. As for this side, I'm going to put a pair of shoes in. These are women's size 11 and I put them in the Monos shoe bags. A Monos toiletry bag, my GoPro. Then we will pack a travel umbrella. We will pack a pair of sunglasses, and then I'm going to pack the Monos sling, which I'm going to keep it just kind of flat and put on top of that. But let's transfer all of this into the expandable carry-on. Of course, we're not going to expand it yet. Now, what's already interesting here that hopefully you guys can be able to see on camera is that the other bag, when opened clamshell style, it was an even depth on both sides. But because of this expansion zipper here, you can see that this side, which is the compression side, is a little bit deeper. Let's see how deep. 5 inches as opposed to 4.5. So let's do the exact same pack. Flat iron, packing cube, other packing cube, other packing cube. This is a lot more even with the actual depth of the bag versus the other one. It was still a little bit over. This side should pretty much be identical. Shoes, toiletry bag, GoPro, sunglasses, umbrella, sling bag. And a little bit easier to close. Not that the other one was hard. But now let's go ahead and expand it and shove some more stuff in there. What I'm gonna do is take this zipper right here. See that? And then you can really see it here with this depth. So what I'm going to do is put some items in here that just kind of makes sense to expand with. I have traveled before where I have bought a blanket on a trip and where I have bought a rug on the trip, so let's pack those. But I have also been on a trip where I traveled to my destination wearing my coat because it doesn't count against you on the plane. And then you know what? On the way home, I don't want to wear a coat, I want to pack it. So expand the bag, throw it in there. So again, true story. A rug that I bought in Albania while traveling carry-on only, a blanket that I bought in Turkey while traveling carry-on only, and a coat that is not a packable jacket. You could pack a packable one, but again, I'm packing this to prove a point. And I did travel with this before, where I did put it in my bag on the way home. Do you guys think it's gonna zip? All right, now we have to do the same thing with the Carry-On Pro and the Expandable Carry-On Pro. But this pack is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to pack a laptop. Now what I need to do real quick is show you guys that because of this outside pocket, we lose that depth, right? Like I said before. This side is going to be fine to pack it exact, but this side is not. These shoes are a little bit over the depth, and this toiletry bag is a little bit over the depth. I even tried to flip-flop it, kind of re-Tetris the pack, not really going to work. So I'm going to be very thankful for the expandable version. See that? I can't really zip it closed. I'm gonna just take this purse out, and maybe we can just put the purse on this side. I also put the travel umbrella on this side too. This one is obviously gonna be a little bit harder to zip because it is packed super full. And now we will do that outside pocket. And it's always going to be interesting because it's going to be the less you have in this pocket, the more you can fit in the depth. The less you have in the depth, the more you can fit in this pocket. So this is my 13-inch MacBook Air. Pretty snug fit. Let's do a portable charger, and then this is full of cords. I don't know if it's gonna zip, guys. Very hard to zip. We'll take the portable charger out. It's basically just gonna hold a laptop. Now let's finally transfer everything from the Carry-On Pro into the Expandable Carry-On Pro. Now again, you are going to see the uneven depth on this bag again because of this expandable zipper. You're gonna have that extra ½ inch of depth, which should make this easier to close. Flat iron, umbrella, packing cube, packing cube, packing cube, packing cube, and we'll put this back on this side. Oh, you guys, there's so much more room here. Let's see if we have issues with this side. See, there's not that much space on this side, you guys. It drives me crazy. Carry-On Pro bags drive me crazy. I would personally never pack in one. I'm sorry. So we have the exact same issue with that side, but it's going to be easier to close because we have that extra bit of depth. The pocket is going to be exactly the same. So let's not focus on that. Let's go ahead and put our expandable items in there. Watch it grow. Rug, blanket, coat. Now we can do the outside pocket. Let's put that laptop in, and we really only have space for this once again. Easier to close, but still sweating and not an enjoyable experience. All right guys, there you have it. The Monos Expandable Carry-On and the Monos Expandable Carry-On Pro, complete with a packing example of all 4 bags. I'm exhausted. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Is expansion a deal breaker for you? I know a lot of you guys were absolutely thrilled when Monos announced their expansion line, but now that you have actually seen the bag, seen the comparison, and seen a packing example, what is your opinion? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're subscribed to the channel and follow us on Instagram for even more tips to travel often and pack well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!